November 2002. Due. Finish FP article, bring Dad to doctor with Drake in August, and hope that the doctor will let Drake play with the electrocardiogram machine again. Dad's dentist appointment, new dentures. Drake's doctor appointment. Write never to be sent letter to magazine. For killing my peace in the 11th hour. Then frost hair, grow out mustache, wear little white anklets with tennis shoes and high-waisted shorts, and just concentrate on being the perfect mother. Target list, grocery list, buy online Christmas gifts. Finish Drake's applications to private schools. Because the public schools in my area boast one teacher to 30 kids with supplies enough for half that. So we're applying for a home equity loan, thinking positive thoughts, and opting for private school. Liberal schools, offering pacifist leanings, the lyrics to Bob Dylan songs, not so subtle vegetarian please, spare the cow and boycott McDonald essays, war is not healthy for children and other living things slogans, diversity and non-competitive ideals, schools offering all that will ensure that my child is totally unprepared for the real world. I must finish my applications. If only I were a single Native American Buddhist nun with a law degree and a Romanian baby, I'd have a better shot of getting Drake into my first choice. But no, the best I have to offer is my suburban, middle-class, Jewish-Italian background, and a gay mother-in-law who, one time off her lithium, told me that I wore combat boots in order to keep weighted to this planet and not float away. Then proceeded to sprinkle me with bone ash and gray goose feathers from her shaman's bag. Buy baby sleep book, because I haven't been sleeping and I'm going to have a nervous breakdown if I don't get a solid 4 hours soon. Tea, no coffee. First week of September, 2003. Airline. Change return flight from the 21st to the 15th. Call Ken, my brother. Dad got sick. Suddenly jaundiced and puking. Jim rushed him to the emergency room. He can't make it to my brother's wedding. He may not make it, period. Well, don't tell Ken that, though. His doctor says that he needs surgery immediately. How immediately, I ask. We've scheduled him for tomorrow at 3 p.m. We have a surgeon, but if you have someone else in mind. Oh, sure. I just happen to know a few oncologist surgeons specializing in gastrointestinal cancers. I'll interview them immediately and weed out the one who's killed the fewest patients. This is not happening. This not happening is happening too fast. No, we'll go with your person. I'll be there in the morning. Call Aunt Jessie, tell her what's happening. Call Midge and Karen. Yes, it would be great if you check on Dad while we're at the wedding. Finish wedding speech, Jim regarding wedding poem. Talk to Dad. Explain, gently. Third week of September, 2003. Drake Art Supplies. When is the party? For Drake to meet his kindergarten class. Call Dad's landlord, let go of his apartment, sell big furniture, box up Dad's personal stuff, ship Dad's statues to Ken, call Ken and Jules regarding airport Thursday. Oh, remember to ask them about their honeymoon first. Move Dad into our house. Because the cancer in his gut is going to kill him much sooner than the early Alzheimer's. Just months ago, he was playing golf, climbing after Drake on a jungle gym, chasing after August at the beach, laughing madly until they both collapsed in the sand. While he is lucid, we talk to him about tubes. For food, for breath, we talk about resuscitation. He grunts disgustedly at the notion of being kept alive by artificial means. We all agree on hospice at our house. Then Dad asks for a whiskey and a slice of pizza. October 2003, drugstore stuff. Straws, pacifiers, Tampax, morphine, Corona Light, brown liner pencil. For Jim, to darken his white eyebrows, for an audition. He's the TV guest psycho, bad cop, abusive husband, pyromaniac, and the man who sits with my father nightly, he with his Corona, my father with his morphine cocktail, as they watch the evening news. Yesterday, Jim came into the living room dressed in pressed chinos, a baby blue Oxford, and white sneakers. There, Jim said, how do I look? What are you, I asked. Social worker, but he winds up being the killer, killer, but he's a social worker. I don't know, it's too clean. Maybe a darker shirt. Drake comes in. What's your audition, Dad? I'm a social worker. Oh, nah, that's all wrong. You're supposed to have on a black shirt and black tie and black shoes, like Cobra Bubbles and Lilo and Stitch. He's a social worker, Dad, and that's what he wears. August runs into the room and eyes Jim suspiciously. "Hey, baby," he says to her, holding out stiff cotton arms. "No like, Daddy." My father comes in. "Is everything all right?" He gestures to Jim. "Hey there, young man, have you got one of those things where you do that thing you do?" An audition. "Right, go, knock 'em dead." Dad throws a few air punches, nearly knocking himself out. "You give 'em hell. Who are you supposed to be?" "I don't know anymore, Tony. Maybe you should tell me." Dad squints. "Is this a trick question?"